Y'all know what it is, man. Your boy Big Boosie, man. I'm back once again. Street Knowledge Podcast. You know, I got to come with that knowledge, that real street knowledge on a real positive level as much as possible. Because that's what real reality is, man. When you talk of street stuff, you talk about it on the positive note. Now, this is what I can say, right? Sometimes you have to tell your stories of where you've been and what you was doing. Or even you might even tell a story of how you was in jail and you seen something that was crazy. Or men on top of men and men taking other men's manhood and men getting robbed and extorted for stuff. You need to talk about that type of stuff so you can paint the picture for the kids. So they can understand what you're talking about, what you have seen when you was in there, or a story you might have heard from somebody else that was in there. Now, you paint those type of narrative to the kids, and then you let them know this is why you should not want to go in there. Now you either pick and choose if you want to do it or not. It's on you. And if you do it, then understand you might be subject to the story that you just heard. That's what it's all about when people painting them pictures. Nobody's doing it for clout chasing. Nobody's trying to glorify going to jail. Nobody's trying to glorify getting money. You know, people gonna tell their stories of, what they was doing or how they was doing it. And then even in documentaries, you're gonna have to paint the picture and tell what happened back then when a person was controlling them streets, getting money and hustling in them spots and all that. That's what make the documentary interesting. And you got to get out of it what you will get out of it when you watch that documentary. When people putting them on these A&E channels and stuff like that. It's just showing back in the day stuff of what was going on and how the streets was. And it shows the difference of the streets back then opposed to what's going on now. That's all. But when you get on here and, telling your stories and really just to show that you was out there and you was doing these type of things and what you was doing to people and people wanted you to, take part in a lot of horrific stuff and you painting those pictures. It's a difference in how you relay your message. And when you relay a message in a manner of, I don't even want to say if it's bragging, because it sounds so good the way the guy be doing his stories. But some of them and all of them don't come off like that. But the majority of them is. And the fact of the matter is, I analyze before I even speak or speak out. And what I analyze is that type of stuff is not for the kids. It's not training the kids. You can't tell those horrific, whack stories, which even though it might be true, or I ain't even gonna say might, is be true. I give a person, that. And then talk about what you gonna do. Don't do this, kids. Don't do that, kids. That's an scapegoat. That's a hidden agenda just to get your point across, and it blinds people. So the glaze Gibbs dude, he said he's doing everything right. Because when you're doing something right, people come at you. But brother, I'm here to tell you, you're doing everything wrong. You're doing everything wrong, bro. I'm not here to assassinate your character or nothing. I'm here to pull your coat. Let you know, homie, all that back in the day, tough talk, crazy, killing up in detail and all that, and and then speak about, you for the kids. But then after you do that, you finish, you pull another one up talking about somebody else, going in on somebody else and somebody else's business, talking about what they doing. And if it ain't nothing that's hurting the community and all that, then let them people talk and do what they do. So I know somebody gonna say, well, you doing the same thing to him right now. I'm doing it because he keep talking about kids, and I love kids. And I don't play about kids when it come to kids. I don't play about community. I don't play about when I can help somebody. And when I see somebody that's like full of it and try to tear people down, you tried it with my bro Dave Dash. You want to tear him down about something that he was doing. That's the first time I came at you. And then you want to try and go at my boy because you think I don't got enough followers for you to go at. You just put something up talking about, yeah, y'all ain't got enough followers for me to go at you. Bro, I'm not doing this for followers. I'm not doing that for subscribers. I sat and put this podcast together with my first set. My set's still here. I ain't bringing it back. I'm about to start bringing it back. So ain't nothing changed. I just moved in a different direction. But I sat with 0 subscribers, and you know you have to get 1,000 subscribers. I sat and for 3 months sitting down working every day, 2-3 videos a day. It ain't easy to get 1,000 subscribers as much as people think, unless you're a big celebrity with a humongous name, then that'd be easier. But I started from scratch and did that in 3 months, and I'm still building. So I'm not doing this for none of that. This here's a real message to you that's poisoning grown folks' minds. And if some kids is listening to you, you way out of line. So now you poisoning their minds. A lot of y'all grown folks need to pay attention. A lot of y'all ain't really been to jail. Y'all don't even know jail politics or none of the above. Is why y'all looking at this man like he's doing some redemption stuff. He's not doing nothing redemption style. And like I said, I don't do this for no likes and all that. I don't care about none of that. I'm very well liked in a lot of places. New York, LA, Atlanta, even places I don't even know. Miami. My name been ringing bells for a long time. So this ain't about none of that. But when I see somebody doing something wrong and got us looking bad out here and fooling people that got kids, and I keep saying this to y'all, I can sit back and analyze it. Tell Brian, all y'all fan base, all the fan base of Brian, or the Gibbs guy, I don't use his stuff because I don't want him to try to copyright strike me, block me, and all that stuff. So I don't even use it. I really don't need it. But I could point out a lot of things where he go wrong at on his channel. Tell him to give me a permission to show that. Well, I could show y'all where he's not for the kids and give y'all the full meaning of it. Because I'm not understanding if y'all got kids, what make y'all think that this man is talking about something because he threw a few words out there. Yeah, I changed my life. I'm rehabilitated. And how you rehabilitated talking about people all the time and going back and forth? I don't want my child looking at you going back and forth with other men or even other women speaking about their business and like it's cool. That ain't cool, bro. Like, what make you think that that's cool? It's only cool to you because you're doing it because negativity get more hits. So the more hits you get, more views you get, the more money you're going to make on YouTube. Let's just keep it 1,000, man. You don't have any other content to come up with? I bet you nobody won't look at your stuff. They only look at what you be talking about because they still fascinated with those back in the day stories that they've been hearing. And you was in the midst of all that, so that's cool. But if you came the correct way with those messages from those stories you had or have from when, you know, you was with all the big dogs and all that. But a lot of it you really can't. And a lot of real people don't want to hear it because you really told on half the stories that you telling. Then you got to join out talking about they paid you or wanted to pay you to kill Haitian Jack. Dog, why do I want my kid to hear about they wanted you to kill Haitian Jack? And the way you went into detail about it, man, I'm not understanding, man. What kind of message is that for the kids, man? I'm confused. Now the new one, you just went at Supreme Son with his podcast. No, well, you did say something about Supreme Son too. And to his son. Which, why you gotta say something to his son the way he idolized his father? If you know something, anything different from it. And you basically try now to call Supreme a rat. When ain't nobody on this planet said nothing about him being no rat, bro. Like, why would you do that, man? You basically indirectly saying that. And he ratted on Fat Cat. Like, come on, bro. Why would you do that? Now you throwing a whole nother narrative out there. Then you saying that to his son. That's his child, bro. Even though he's a grown man, but that's still his son. And if his son looking up to his father and idolizing his father, and he just don't know everything and the truth, you don't have the right to pull his coat with nothing. Because you are officially a rat, my boy. And the guy that you saying that his pops ratted on, you ratted on this man. That was your boss. You was the runaround man for that man. So why would you hit his son up with a message like that, man? Look how you out of line, but you saying you for the kids. Let somebody else pull his son coat on it. If you know, it be certain things, even with you, I just sat back and watched. For the longest, I've been wanting to come say something to you, man. And I just said, I ain't even gonna say that, man. He sound crazy. All right, what? That's all you had to do. Let somebody else pull like that young man coat, if need be. If not, let that man idolize his pops. The way he idolizing his pops, man. You out of line for that, bro. He out here doing the right thing, doing a podcast, making moves with it. If anything, you should just say thumbs up to it. Give him some shouts. Send some people his way. That will help. That's helping the youth because he's still a youth. That's corny. But then you want to chime in with the zip the drip. You know, he had put out an episode about who was the biggest Supreme on Meech and all that. Which, you know, you were saying something to the fact of which was true. Back in the days was different opposed to now. And, you know, Big Meech and them learned from Supreme and them. So you got to give props what props is due. They probably heard about Supreme and them before they jumped off the porch. And then as time goes on, everything else develops. So they developed a whole nother method by listening and hearing stories about Supreme and the AZs and the Rich Porters and all that. And whoever they idolized over in Detroit growing up and anywhere else they might have heard. So they took it to the next level. So it was just a conversation like people have in the barbershop, bro. Just some content. And it really was a lesson if each one was going back and forth and telling the story. But you made it look like it was such a crazy thing. And then you want to go and chime in on it in a negative manner. So why would I want my child to follow you? So I'm saying this to the Gibbs, Glaze Gibbs fan base. Would y'all let this man take your son or your daughter in a community center and hang out with him if he so-called was doing something for the community or for the kids? Would y'all? The only thing he got is gruesome stories. How we know that he is rehabilitated? How we know? Where has he been? That shows that he's for the kids. He showed you publicly what he'd do to his brother that he grew up with that burnt the house or whatever. He just showed, I watched a few episodes. He showed you what he'll do to his own family if he mad at him. So if your kid get in the gym and shoot the basketball wrong and he was in there coaching and get mad at him, what he might do to your kid? Because he ain't showed us nothing yet. He ain't walking around the community and help feed the homeless. He ain't done nothing. That's for the kids. That ain't cool, man. All that keep telling us, and kids don't, like I said, kids don't go out there doing none of this, and don't go out there doing after you tell a horrific story. Because, you got to change the story with meaning, so to have meaning to it. So when you end it with tell the kids, this is why you shouldn't. Some of your stuff be all right, but it's still, you could tell that it's a hidden agenda in your stories, bro. Like, what else do you talk about, man? You talk about ministry. All the ministers I know, man, not all of them. Let me change that. A lot of them be creeps on the low. And you can Google it all over YouTube. What ministry, brother? What redemption, bro? Show us some other content. Show us you outside in the community, man. That's all I'm saying. I ain't here to beef with you. I ain't here to go back and make jokes and all that, because I can. We from Harlem. We did the best snapping and joking, Playboy. In real life. And this been me all my life, homie. I'm just giving it to you real. Stop using the kids as a shield to deflect your bull crap, homeboy. Because when it come to kids, that ain't nothing to play with, man. And anybody following him and thumbing up that he changed his life, and y'all not looking and ask yourself, what do he do? How is he really for the kids? And ask yourself, would I let my kid go hang with him? And why? He ain't showing nobody nothing. He's just talking. And every time he come back is with a joke, with a bunch of corny jokes. Nobody don't care about all that. But you showing kids how to make corny jokes about another person, and then they'll go out there and make a joke about another person, and what that's going to end up doing. Your kid going to get into a fight, and the way kids is fighting now, they not no more, they shooting. Now you're going to show somebody else's kid how to get killed, or other kids that killing is still cool, and it's all right. And it's not. It's an epidemic right now. And when it comes to ratting and killing, ratting is an epidemic just like killing, because the more the kids do bull crap and get locked up and take another one person to get locked up and can bring down 5 and 10 people. The same way you did, Mr. Gibbs. You brought down 22 people that they didn't even know about. 12 homicides was solved after you took place for the one thing that they wanted you for. You volunteered a whole bunch of information. So me saying what I'm saying is, one of these kids get locked up, get into something, and don't want to handle what they supposed to handle, do their time. They bring in other 5, 6, 7 people. Let's just say 10 people. Now you get 10 kids to do that. And they get 10 other people. That's 100 people gone because the police didn't have to work. And they brought down other people instead of them doing their time. So now that's 100 people gone in jail off of our soil, out of our community, out of our black community, gone in jail for years. And it's the same as them killing. Because some of them get life, never come home. Some of them do 10, 20 years, but gone for a long time, messed up in society, come back into our society and be messed up mentally and got to figure it out all over again, how to survive out here. So snitching is an epidemic too, just like these killings are, bro. And you talk about it like it's cool. It's not. We know you admitted to what you did and all that. That's the only part that I respect about you on that note. But anything else that you did that was tough and cool and all, I can't respect that, bro. And then you out here just talking and laughing, and it's brothers in there that's in jail that you put in there. I know and the ones that is dead, but because of your hands, is turning over in their grave. The other brothers that's in there, or even if there's women in jail, they flipping right now, looking at you like it's cool because you outside, when a person like you that killed a lot of people should have been, you probably would have had 3 life sentences, bro. And you back out here and throwing it in people's faces. I got friends that just came home 17 years, 25 years, 26 years. One in there right now for 25 years for a murder that he didn't even do. And he would not speak nobody's name because we roll by the code of not telling. And then you out here throwing it up in people's face like you out somewhere chilling and acting like what you saying is valid because you hiding behind you got a lot of people fooled. A lot of people that ain't really street. A lot of people that just don't know the culture. A lot of people that do want to see people change. They believing in what you're saying because they only looking at that part because they believe in change. But now if they sit back and analyze what is he changing, what is he doing, they might come back to their senses and know like you're phony. You should be sitting down really doing some preaching and teaching and some other stuff. Put that on your podcast. Let's see if that sell, homeboy. And like I said, give me permission to point out what I can point out, and I can put it up on my screen, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And I'll show your audience, your fan base, that what you talking is baloney, and it's fake, and it's not for our kids. Don't play with kids, homie. That's our future. Kids, old people, you don't do that, man. They innocent. And kids is very innocent because they don't know no better. Their brains ain't fully developed yet, even the ones that think they are. They always think they know everything, and really they don't. We can't tell them nothing. Even if we reach and we preaching the right thing and we reach 1 kid out of 10, we doing something right. But the way you doing it, you're going to make them think that what real people such as ourselves and other people that's really speaking real, we just talking to be talking. So you messing it up. You messing our culture up. You really throwing back things into the fire after you done got a smack on your hand scapegoat and they let you back out. A real horrific dude. I met people like you before. I used to hang around people like you before. Play basketball with them. Go out to eat, hang out with them. Nothing to play with, guys. A lot of them I consider my big bros. Some of them my little bros, nothing to play with. So you ain't fooling me, homie. Not at all. Met your kind before, man. I've been in war with your kind before, man. And that's a fact. So nothing you saying makes sense to me. And that's the only reason why I'm speaking out, because enough is enough with you with this phony, fake, you for the kids stuff, homeboy. That ain't cool. That ain't cool, man. You keep antagonizing people, and you antagonizing real dudes that went and did their time. Now they home, and now you want to try to discredit them. You want to assassinate their character and try to get them out of character, but you ain't coming outside. And even if you was outside assassinating their character, and you know when you poke the bear, they gonna come outside and be ready to do something to you. And now they back in jail. Then when they think about it, like, why let this dude get me out of character? Wow. And why would you want to get somebody out of character that wouldn't have did their time? You mad at them because you wasn't a stand-up man? And who would follow a person? It's just like in school. And this to the fan base, to Brian Gibbs fan base. It's just like you going to school. You went all the way from first grade all the way to 12th grade, possibly some college. But then it's the one that went to school and then he stopped and skipped and was doing whatever he wanted to do, but you followed your whole path in school and did everything that was supposed to be done the correct way, and you go out and get you a good job. Now this person mad at you because you went to school and did what you were supposed to do, got you a good job, you chilling, you might even hang outside with them for a little while with some of the people in the hood. Then you go and lay down because you got to go to work tomorrow, or you got things to do. You did everything the right way, but this one particular person mad at you because you did everything the right way and want to talk junk about you. As soon as you turn your back, they talking about you. That's all this Brian Gibbs dude is. The guys went, did their time, 20, 30, they come home, he get on this YouTube and start talking about them, or somebody highlighting them and giving them their flowers about something, he gonna come back and discredit it. You want your kid to follow that? That's not real. And that's not reality. And this ain't throwing no punches at him in a disrespectful manner. I'm just pulling his coat. I don't got time to back and forth and all that. I don't care about all that, man, because I'm just speaking facts right now. I'm not making this up. I don't need no brownie points. I don't need no followers from this, because I got content, and I'm gonna keep content rolling, and I'm gonna keep doing what I do and being me, and I'm going and gaining my own followers. My followers my subscribers is growing as it's supposed to. So this ain't about that, bro. And I'm out here in the community. I just put something up, challenging you, showing you where I'm at. I'm out in the community, bro. And I'm about to start the MEP program, MEP. Mentors Entrepreneur Program, brother. I'm gonna get these young boys out there. I'm gonna put the product up, and I'm gonna sit them outside in these arenas where a bunch of people come through, and show them how to sell product. Show them how to buy it, which I'm gonna put the product up first, and whatever the cost is that they would have to pay, the cost of it. And the rest of the money goes in their pocket. Whether it's clothes, sneakers, buying, and everything will be wholesale, where they're going to make legitimate money, and it's going to teach them leadership skills. That's what we're doing. That's on the agenda. Like I told you in the last one, go out and feed the homeless. I got a few up there for you already on the challenge. And I've been doing this before this video to you. It's been happening because that's something I like doing. Making sure people straight as much as I can. Because we had the resources and the power to do it. And it's only going to get greater. Shout out to all the people that's been donating for this homeless movement. Keeping us able to go and buy foods and snacks and breads and everything, man. I appreciate y'all. But that's what we doing, bro. And we outside. Outside, and I don't mean outside in no disrespectful manner. And I ain't telling you to come outside in a disrespectful manner. Wherever you at, where you got to be in low, man, I'm sure somewhere you been outside in your little casino areas and all that. You outside, so go outside to a community center and show us that. If you ain't doing none of that, you just talking, bro. And to all your followers, your subscribers, pay attention. Y'all need to ask, yeah, what is you doing? But I'm sure y'all like to hear those stories. That's why we still could tell those back in the day stories. That's why, because they are very interesting. But if we put a real motive behind it and a message at the end of it the correct way, real, the way the story's supposed to go, and the message behind it, then, yeah, it's not a problem. But y'all don't let him trick y'all, man. Because that lady got tricked with that polite dude. And that still sent chills down my spine the way that man did that and listening to that lady talk. He told her, now I'll be back. I'm going to just talk with her. Take her downstairs, let her know how she need to respect her mother and, and growing up. And we'll just go buy some cakes and something. We're going to go get some stuff and we'll be right back. And the man put her daughter in the car and dipped out. Poured alcohol down her throat, forced her to drink alcohol, take drugs, was beating on her, sexually abused her. So what is this Brian Gibbs dude doing to make you would let your child go with him? He might be the same type of way. He ain't showed us that he changed nothing. He ain't showed nothing. What church do he go to? We don't even need to know the name of the church. Have he showed you, yep, he inside of the church? Have he showed he just in the parking lot leaving church? We don't even know if his mind right for church. All of it is right in your face, and don't wait till it's too late to wonder why you following a dude like that. And I'm only speaking to pull his coat, to give him a chance to make other moves. Impress me, bro. Make me say, all right, yo, homie, yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. You change. You changing. You doing things. I'm with that. But I couldn't hang with you, though, because you sent people to jail. But for you being out here and you going to be in everybody's face and, doing the right thing that might benefit kids, I could say that's what's up to you about doing that. But otherwise, I don't see you doing nothing, homie. For real. So you can come back and keep coming back and saying what you want to say, and you ain't got to say my name, homie. I don't need you to say my name. I'm very well known already. So I don't need no clout. They know who I am out here. Good dude. That's it. But don't play with our kids, man. For real. Don't play with the kids, homeboy. Because it don't make sense, man. But yeah, man, y'all share this. Share this, because everybody that got kids need to hear this. Everybody. And I'm saying share it because you don't know who, even if they don't know him. He might get some more followers and they'll see that's the type of person you don't need to follow. Yeah, share this. Hit this like button. Hit the like buttons all day, man. Y'all can hit me up on my Instagram at The Real Big Boosie. Once again, thanks to everybody that's been donating for the movement, for the homeless movement, man. And we getting ready to do some things for the kids, the MEP program, MEP, MEP. So, yeah, man, we can't let this keep going on, man, with our kids, man. Your boy Big Boosie, Street Knowledge Podcast. I ain't finished. I'll be back, man. But I got other things to talk about.